Hello everybody and welcome back to Regrowth. Administratively, I am now on version 0.7.4 of the ModPack. Just want to let you know. In the last episode, I went on the long and arduous journey searching for clay, and this was absolutely necessary. Okay, maybe not. Turns out that there is a quest, Clay for Days. Clay is quickly becoming an annoyingly scarce resource. Maybe if you put some clay in a pile with a flower and pray, some deity might answer your prayers with a better way to get some. This quest gives me the Clayconia. Clayconia. And the Clayconia is a flower from Botania, which turns sand into clay. So, yeah, I could have stayed home, got this Clayconia, kicked back, threw some sand down, and watched it become clay. But no, not me. I had to travel all the way to the inland sea to get clay. So the first thing I want to do is make my first copper seed. You can see here with copper essence in hand and a runic altar at your disposal, you think you found a way to infuse a seed with the means to grow copper seeds. And as we've seen in NEI, the copper seeds require 4 essence of copper, 4 weak essence, and 1 essence seed, all at the runic altar. So you can see I have those items here. So let's go ahead and get started doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. Essence seed, like so. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we pop it with our... boy, what is that thing called? Our Wand of the Force. Sorry about that. Now, I don't believe that it says here in the quest book on any of these. No. And this part, nope. Or on this part, nope. But when this is done and you get the spectacular effects, and also if you look at it with the Wand of the Forest, you'll see that little, it's a blue circle. You can see there's a copper seed in there. It means that it's done. So you need to throw a living rock onto it, on the top of it like so, and then hit it again with your wand. And that will give me the copper seed. Okay, so what we're doing is we're taking living rock, which I guess is a form of rock that has some life in it. That's why it's called living rock. And we're turning it into a plantable crop. So that makes a lot of sense. And this is my first copper seed. So with this, I can begin growing copper. And we can go ahead and complete this quest. I get some weak essence and some of the essence of copper. I get to pick one. I'll go with this one. All right. Now you can see here that I have similar quests for all of this stuff. So this one will give me essence of iron, and that requires red sand, gray powder, and weak essence. And then I can make iron seeds. This is tin, essence of tin. That's with the slate, light gray powder, and weak essence. And then, of course, this one's going to be tin seeds. This one is for carbon, for coal. So some charcoal, some black powder, weak essence. This one is the dye seeds. So I'll be able to make those apparently. And ender seeds. I'll be able to make some ender seeds. So I'm going to work on getting all of that stuff going so that I will have access to, much needed ores like iron and copper and tin. Okay. Over here at the runic altar, 1 essence of coal, 1 essence of tin, 1 essence of iron, 1 essence of copper, 1 essence of dye, and 4 weak essence. Toss those suckers on there. Hit that. And I'm going to need a living rock ready. And once that's done, we'll see what it makes. I've got my Botania flowers. Look at that. I made some rows of them. I need to do a little something more with this area. I'm still waiting on some other some of the flowers. I don't have full rows of them all yet, as you can see. And they grow real nice. And as I suspected, each time I harvest them, I get 4 petals, which is really great. Look at that. Look at all those petals. I've got a ridiculous number of Botania petals. I can't even imagine that I'm going to use all of them. It's pretty crazy. I probably spent a little too much time making these flowers because I wanted to make 8 of each and I probably didn't need that many. So back over here, are we done yet? We're getting really close. You can see that blue circle filling up and it's almost there and it's done. Okay, living rock, hit it again. We've got the regular infusion stone. Yay! So previously we had the oops, how do I do this? Nope. Maybe I need an empty hand, or do I have to break it? I thought I could edit it. Ah, there we go. So previously we had the weak infusion stone, and I discovered a good use of this super crafting frame. So what I have is the recipe here with the weak infusion stone and 4 essence dust to make weak essence. The weak infusion stone is in here. So what I can do is, if I harvest up this crop like so, just go like that real quick. Boom, boom, boom. So that gives me 64 of the essence dust. Then I can come over here, click this 16 times. And, well, I already had 4, but there you can see now I've got 20 of the weak essence. So that actually works out pretty well. It's pretty nice. So now I've got the regular infusion stone. I can put that in there. And I know I can use that to make regular essence. Ooh, this big old recipe to make the master infusion stone, but I'm going to need these others to do that. So that's going to be a ways. But I can use that to make the regular essence. So I may set up another super crafting frame to do that, because that actually works out really well and it's really easy to do. So in an earlier episode, I said I wasn't sure if I would find a use for these, but I did. So just goes to show, where there's a will, there's a way. Over here you can see I've got the essence seeds from here. So I've got tin, iron, copper, coal, ender, and dye seeds. So these are all growing up here. I'm still in the process of doing the whole mutation thing with them, but you can see I'm growing. I've got the copper, the tin, iron, ender, dye, and coal, which is nice. And now you can see that having finished the regular infuser stone, I've opened up all of these others. So I'm going to be able to make fire seeds, water seeds. I've already got skeleton seeds. That looks like blaze seeds maybe, experience seeds, earth seeds, air seeds. Woohoo, yeah. So I'll be able to start working on those and getting all them. And I'm going to bet, oh, looks like gold seeds as well. And so I'm going to bet this is going to be very similar. Let's go ahead and look. Yeah, I turned in some sand, yellow powder, regular essence, and some copper. That's going to give me essence of gold, and then gold seed. Let's see here. Essence of gold, essence of copper, essence seeds, regular. Oh, and it's going to start needing runes. So I'll have to start being able to make runes. I couldn't make runes up to this point because obviously I don't have the mana steel, because I need iron in order to make mana steel. But there you go. That's how you make it. And so now that I have iron seeds, which are growing here, I'll be able to have iron pretty soon. Lots of other things have opened up in the quest book, and they're all things that require metals. Like this quest here requires a garden trowel, and that requires a piece of iron. We already looked at that. Let's go over here real quick. Oh, here's quests to make the runes, and I've already shown that that requires iron. Here's how you make the mana steel, so that's going to require iron. I don't have anything there yet. Here I can make a vat. That requires copper to make this vat. Carpentry, that requires bronze. So it's opened up a lot of quests, but they all require those metals. So one of the things, oops, what was that? One of the things that I was looking at was making a smeltery from Tinker's Construct. If you use Tinker's Construct, you're familiar with the smeltery. It's a great way to double your ore output. Here's the thing. If I press R on grout, there is no, I'm pressing it. Trust me, I'm doing it. There is no recipe for grout. You cannot make grout in the standard way of clay, sand, and gravel. Uh-oh, so what do we do? Well, I did some more, a little bit of just kind of looking. And of course, you know, the grout turns into these seared bricks. There you go, you smelt the grout, but you can't make grout. So what do? Well, it also turns out that you can use, where is it at? This, I think it's the Ingot Caster and the Crucible Furnace. So the Crucible Furnace will melt down cobblestone into seared stone, and then, oops, back. Wait, why is this not working? Oh, do what I tell you. Okay, go back to this. So, okay, so the Ingot Caster will apparently turn seared stone into seared brick. And the way we get the seared stone is to put cobblestone into a Crucible Furnace, okay? That's pretty cool. Well, what are those things? Well, I looked, and the Ingot Caster, there it is from, oh, I didn't have to do that, is from Mariculture. And the Crucible Furnace, also from Mariculture. And as you can see, they require these burnt bricks. And burnt bricks are made by putting bricks into a vat, and vat is from Mariculture. So as I was saying previously, the creators of the ModPack have, you know, are forcing an interaction between the mods, which I really like. So I'm going to have to make the items from Mariculture in order to make the Smeltery from Tinker's Construct. It's making a purpose for having all the mods. So rather than just having all of them, you know, having some mods thrown in to a pack for seemingly no reason other than just to have them, this is actually making you use them to interact with each other. And I love it. So anyway, that's the progress where we're at so far. I really like my flower farm there. I probably should have made it a rainbow colored theme, but I actually went by the order of the seeds in NEI, which is probably not the best. Anyway, enough of that. So I'm going to get working on all kinds of things, and as usual, I'll be back when something is going on. Seeing the way lava and water react with each other has led you to try and develop a controlled environment for mixing substances. You think a vat made of copper is exactly what you need. Well, I've made a vat. Took, 7 pieces of copper, I believe. I'm going to put it there. Okay, and the vat is from Mariculture, which is cool. What's interesting is that now, having done that, that opens up making the Crucible Furnace, which I talked about just a little bit ago, but it also opened up this quest. One of your more vague memories of before is that of the existence of other dimensions. The only one you can recall currently is a crucible of fire you've taken to thinking of as the Nether. The first step in dimensional travel has to be developing a portal, and the first step in that regard has to be the building of the portal frame. Obsidian seems thematic enough since it is formed of solidified lava. Where are you at? I hear you. Oh, there you are. So I don't have the ability to mine up lava just yet. Or lava. I probably can't ever mine lava. I don't have the ability to mine obsidian just yet. But interestingly enough, when I look in NEI at obsidian, one of the things I'm shown is that a vat can combine lava and water to make obsidian. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Let me kill these guys real quick. So the previous quest gave me some buckets of lava, and I just went and filled my bucket up with water. So I'm going to assume that actually, I haven't checked this. Let's right click on this. Okay, so nothing happens. So if I just right click this with the water, there's water there, and now it says input 1 is water. Okay, and if I right click with the lava, okay, and it says input 2 is lava, and so it's doing something. And NEI said it's going to take 10 seconds, so shouldn't take too terribly long here. And I should get some obsidian. Yep, there's obsidian. So right click it. Yep, and now I have obsidian. Okay, so now I have a way to make obsidian, and that means that I can make a portal and go to the end. The end? I mean the Nether. Why did I come up with the end? Okay. I'm working on building the Crucible Furnace. It says here that directly smelting metals in a stone oven is inefficient. Lava-tempered bricks allow you to create a Crucible Furnace capable of withstanding higher temperatures necessary to melt your metals in a molten state, extracting more metal from each ore. So this might be a way of ore doubling, is what I am thinking it might be. So I've been making the Crucible Furnace, and I have to make 2 of these apparently, and it requires some glass, or whoops, some copper, and some, this requires coal. I have the coal seeds for that. I have the copper seeds for the copper, and I needed iron bars, so I have iron seeds for that, of course. And then I need these burnt bricks, and it's kind of neat. The burnt bricks are made in the vat, and if you put in some lava and some clay bricks, it will turn into burnt bricks. And you can do 2 clay bricks with each bucket of lava. So that is pretty neat, I thought. The Mariculture, again, utilizing Mariculture mod, which is not a mod I've used before, so it's very new to me. But I can finish making this, and now I have the 2 pieces of the Crucible Furnace. And so now, once you've melted down your metals, you need a way to cool them back to a more usable state. A mold for ingots and a mold for blocks should suffice. To move the molten metal from the Crucible Furnace to the molds, you'll want a ladle, which will hold an ingot's worth of liquid at once. So the Ingot Caster, Block Caster, and ladle. Let me make those next. All right, well, I made a bit of a mistake here. I built the Crucible Furnace originally, and it's both of these blocks, so it's a multi-block structure, one on top of the other. I had to refer to, I figured that, well, I should say I figured that since they made me make 2 of them, it had to be some type of multi-block structure, and it has an interface like this. But you'll notice that it says the harvest level is iron with a pickaxe, and of course all I have is a flint pickaxe. And it turned out that I needed to put a tank of lava underneath it. Well, I don't have to, but it's probably better because I think I can use coal, but I think the lava is probably better underneath it. But I can't move it now, and because I can't harvest it up because I don't have the right level pickaxe. So kind of screwed that up, so it's not quite looking the way I want it to look, but I'd be able to change that later, and so that's okay. But anyway, I've made the block caster, which I'll put there. Oh, it looks like it's attached to it almost, doesn't it? And then I'll put the ingot caster there, like so. Okay. And let's see if, do I have enough to make, I see 10. Let's do, oh, I've got iron. Let's go ahead and make some iron ore. And if you've never used magical crops, take the essence, 8 of them in a circle, and that'll give you some iron ore, like that. So now that I have the iron ore, let's go see how this works over here. So we'll go to the Crucible Furnace, and I did notice that it has an auto eject button here. So since these kind of look like they connect, it might be that I can auto eject into them, but I'm not going to worry about that yet. I'm going to put that there. Oh, I like that melting point. 1538 Celsius. Well, it's going to take a long time to get there. Do I have to wait for it to climb up to that high? Probably do, because I don't see it doing anything. That's cool. I like that. 10% chance for unknown ironic dust. Clever. Let's go see if copper has a lower melting point. It should. I mean, I believe that it does in the normal real world. Let's, again, same type of a thing. 8 of the essence in a circle. You only get 6 copper ore, whereas you get 8 iron ore from that recipe with iron essence. So sometimes there are differences. But let's take the iron out, put the copper in. The melting point is 1085 Celsius. So it is less, but I'm going to have to wait for the temperature to get up. So I'll be back when the temperature gets a little higher. Okay, got the temperature up to almost 1100, which should be at least enough for this copper. So let's put this in. And okay, progress bar is actually going. All right, I can click on this for recipes. So it seems pretty obvious. I've got iron ore. Looks like I can just, oh, looks like I can also turn some of the, what am I trying to say? Armor, metal armors. Looks like I might be able to recycle some of those back into liquid form, metals. That's good. So that's pretty it looks pretty standard as far as the way this type of machinery normally works. And there we go. And so I've got 3 ingots of molten copper out of 1 copper ore. That's actually really nice. So this Crucible Furnace triples my output? Oh, no, that time I only got 4. I've got 4 ingots. So I got 1.5 ingots that time. Is that right? Yeah. Am I misreading? Maybe I am. Oh, okay. 6. It looks like I got 6 ingots out of 4. So it looks like I must have missed something here. But anyway, it looks like I'm getting about 1.5 ingots per ore. So that's good. Yeah, I'm getting 1.5, it looks like. So that's actually pretty nice. It's probably the stepping stone because the Tinker's Construct Smeltery will double ore output. And if I get to a point where I can make that, I don't know, I have 9. So I started with 6 ore and I have 9. So yeah, that's 1.5. Okay, my math skills are not on par right now. So it looks like the Crucible Furnace will give me 1.5 times the ingots, and the Smeltery, if that still gives me double, that'll be like in the next step up. So it's like a progression that we're going through here. So now it says I can use the ladle. So let's see, I'm assuming it goes here or here. I don't know what these slots here are for. Like, wait. Okay, it's empty. Like that maybe? No. Over here maybe? No. 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 Okay, in here, right click, no. Shift click. Okay, shift right click, filled it up. And this is the Ingot Caster, so right click on that. And that worked. So now it has, oh, okay, looks like you can see it in there. And it looks like it's okay, it says molten copper at the top. And now that says empty, but there's something there. And that gave me a copper ingot. So a little bit confusing there, but seems to be reasonable. So I can shift right click this, right click that. That transfers the molten copper to the Ingot Caster, and then that will then solidify into the ingot. So that's fairly simple. Gives me the ingot. Now I know we can also look at this and do auto eject items, fluids. Okay, auto eject fluids. Oh, okay. It's automatically putting the copper in there, looks like. Is this draining out? Yes, it sure is. So that's nice. It will, oh, it put some of it over here into the block caster. Okay, so I'm going to have to worry about that a little bit. But it looks like, oh yeah, so then I got all of the copper ingots that flowed into there. But some of it went into here, so having both of these connected may not be the greatest of ideas. So I'll figure that out. I'll work on that. But there you go, Crucible Furnace. At least I will now be getting 1.5 times as many ingots as I do from the ores that I'm getting from growing them, which I'm still working on over here. But that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for joining me. Leave me a comment and tell me what you think, and I'll see you in the next episode.